That's about the 10th day of September 2025. We're having breaking news coming all the way from Finland. Wasataro, the ongoing case of Mazi Simon Ekpa, and the updates I am getting this morning from every media handle. I've seen this post almost trending everywhere, and the update says, Inaya, from your screen, a formal expression of dissatisfaction has been filed. PM Simon Ekpa's defense lawyer, Carl Gumares. So lawyer Mazi Simon Ekpa has actually filed a written expression of dissatisfaction. If they were dissatisfied, they didn't accept the ruling of the court at the Paijahami District Court that day that actually came up with a 6-year jail sentence for Simon Ekpa. So if I will update this morning, let me go further to read out the updates before I will play you guys another video for you guys to watch. We'll look for more details about this. So on the update, to say, following the Paijahami District Court verdict, Ekpa's defense lawyer Carl Gumares confirmed to that a formal expression of dissatisfaction known as tatamatomidin illmals in Finnish legal terms has been filed against the entire ruling. So they have filed, they are dissatisfied with what transpired at the Paijahami District Court. So if I have updated since yesterday, this news updates now fly, and I said I deemed it fit to bring it to you guys to also see and hear what is actually ongoing. So in the coming days, more details, more things will be unveiling as this case continues. It is not over until it's over. So lawyer man Simon Ekpa, for picture on your screen, has actually taken it upon himself to file this dissatisfaction, concerning the outcome of that court ruling that day. So I'll play you guys this other video. Credit to Extreme News for actually putting up this video interview together. So watch out the video. If this particular video, after watching the video, share your thoughts and your opinions in the comment section, and do well to also share the video so that others will also get this update. Enjoy the rest of the video, guys. I'll be right back.
God bless you for correcting me. I've earlier said, immediately as soon as that judgment was passed on, he said it is appealable, that kind of case must not stand, and it can never stand. Why? Because his client has never violated the constitutional fundamental law of the EU Charter and UN Charter. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, whatever you're watching us from. It depends on your time zone. Glory, like I said, be to God Almighty, because a hero, they say, doesn't die in the war front. And a soldier doesn't fight to finish, he fights to remain in order to continue. And people like Simon Ekpa are the class of those heroes and the class of those soldiers. They don't finish and they cannot give up. And how do you expect him to give up because of a mere judgment that don't carry weight? A mere judgment, a paid judge, a student that have not seen money, and he collected some change. Though that is why he messed Finnish government up, because they have a corrupt leader as a president, person of Alexandria, because he's corrupt. That's why he partnered with corrupt country to carry out a corrupt judgment against Simon Ekpa. Why? Please, I want to ask, is freedom a crime? Is agitation a crime? Is fundamental human rights a crime? That should be the question. And if the answer is no, definitely Simon Ekpa need to stand up, and he must stand up. And glory be to God that he has stood up now, and he has met all the criteria or the Pajan condition regarding the constitution of the Finnish government. Are you hearing me? He has met all the requirements. And finally now, remember at the first day that the mitigators or what is he called? Yeah. The lawyer of Simon Ekpa, Carl Gumares, God bless you for correcting me. I've earlier said, immediately as soon as that judgment was passed on, he said it is appealable, that kind of case must not stand, and it can never stand. Why? Because his client has never violated the constitutional fundamental law of the EU Charter and UN Charter. If you take the section 1 and section 55 of the EU and UN Charter of a freedom man fighter, you will agree with me that Simon Ekpa has not gone contrary to the law. So he still stand according to the law to push and to continue pushing of what he's fighting for, or looking for, or agitating for, whichever way you want to qualify it, or the language you want to use to clarify yourself. You understand me? So far so good. The USB in person of Ngozi Orabeze, the United United States of Biafra, COS chief of staff, have as well come out, and she said it as well earlier, that it is appealable, that Biafra should not be panicked. There shouldn't be panic because of what this judgment that just passed on, or that just come up from the pre-German court in Finland, a paid judge, a very lower court, that passed that illegal and nonsense judgment against our PM, Prime Minister. Now, they have collaborated together in conjunction of what mitigators have written against the judgment, and they have submitted to the low court. I don't know what exactly the district court. That is the low. I call them the low court. To the district court. Now, the district court taking it to appeal court, and when you take a matter to appeal court, you have 30 days according to the law. Regard to this, you have 30 days to pick up the case in the appeal court. That is what we give you. Then you come and the case will kick off again. So, my dear brother, you see why somebody like me have confidence. I'm not shaking. You see why Mitigas is not shaking. You see why Simon Ekpa is dancing. You see why USB people are not panicking. You see why it's good to have people like Ngozi Orabeze. The people who are educated, not those wifrats. The wifrats, they don't know their left from their right. The wifrats, they don't know what the constitution is all about. The wifrats, they don't understand the rules. The wifrats, they don't understand the right or the fundamental right of a person fighting for freedom. Because a freedom fighters have some rules and regulations. They have some constitutions and they have some laws which they must abide and they must not boycott. You understand? There are things that they must not cross, pass, or trespass regard to what they are searching for or hunting for or agitating for. You understand? So you see why we have that confidence, and glory be to God, we have people that are on the side of our PM. What if that this kind of people are not on the side of our PM? What do you think that would have happened? That means the case would have been just the same way it is here in Nigeria, according to Mazen Namdekano. If not for the former Attorney General, the two-time Attorney General of the Federation of Nigeria, in person of Kano Agabi, who now stood up, looking into the matter, this thing is uncalled for, and he decided to join. You know, as a result of the modestness and the humiliation and intimidation that was given to Ejiofor, the former lawyer of Mazen Namdekano, which later decided to compromise with the Nigerian DSS and Nigerian government. And that was what led Mazen Namdekano to chase him out, because you dare not compromise. We are going for somewhere. And as a result of this, do you know what happened? Ejimako decided to stand up today. And now you can see people coming out. Look at Etebo, Sam. You see other persons coming out to volunteer to stand for Mazen Namdekano, because they have actually seen the illegality of Nigerian law against Mazen Namdekano. Because in Nigeria now, the people that are causing havoc, causing mayhem, are working freely. Look at the Tuji Bello negotiator, being in Nigeria now and negotiating with him. Imagine. Then see Tuji Bello and Sherigumi and whatsoever. If you look at this, these are the people terrorizing and tormenting the nation, causing havoc to the society, not just only in the north, but in the whole diaspora of the federation. But yet, these people are still working freely. But somebody said, because of what is going on, let us stand up and defend ourselves. They call him a criminal, they call him a terrorist. There's somebody, a man that have never killed a cockroach in another man's apartment. You see why what is happening is happening. You see why I dislike what is going on in this country, Nigeria. And I give God the glory that Kenyans will join forces together with Nigeria to kidnap our Mazen Namdekano. Today now are confessing it from their heart, in their left and right, every corner confessing it that yes, they have messed up. So please, free Mazen Namdekano so that you can come and settle with them. And the judgment that took place in Kenya has officially and universally proved the innocency of Mazen Namdekano. And likewise, the same thing is what Nigeria doesn't want to happen in Finland. They decided to give them 60 years of sucking oil that is not in Nigeria, that is in the Biafra land. You see why they carry out the war, the civil war that took place in this country. in 1967 down to 1970. You see why they carry out that war? Because they want to make sure that anything called Biafra, anything about Igbo land is completely destroyed, so that the Igbos will be facing hardship, facing struggling, facing all manner of things. But God so kind that the Lord grace is upon us. Do you know that the sicknesses you look in the whole world, you get it in the north? That is what they pray, their wishes upon the Biafrans. But instead of that, God now turned the table upside down and gave it back to sender. You see why today Sidious Musa and his men are sending soldiers in the east. If they did not see anybody to kill again, they will set people's houses ablaze, trying to do what? To collapse the eastern region, making sure that they demolish and they set back to the easterners, but God passed them, because at the end of the day, God will give us victory. Victory is already at the corner. I don't know whether you get it. See, let me tell you, what is happening in the east can never be compared to what is happening in Borno. How many times have Sidious Musa knocked at the people's door in Borno State to pick up their young youths? How many times have he set houses ablaze?
They didn't offend him.
They did not offend him.
Probably.
Now, how many people have been killed in Borno?
He said IPOB are kidnappers and ritualists.
IPOB are kidnappers. Have they kidnapped his mama? Have that kidnapped his papa? Have that kidnapped any of his
Probably he's not staying in the southeast. He's not staying in the southeast. There's no time that he's not staying in the southeast.
He's not staying in the southeast. Okay.
Because he said the region and location are occupied or by criminals, by kidnappers and ritualists. So you know,
who are the ritualists and who are the criminals? Who are the IPOB? The IPOB simply means indigenous people of Biafra. They are not terrorists. They are not criminals. Look at the case. What happened in Finland? Did they call IPOB? If IPOB are what Nigeria have tagged them to be, we British giving them asylum. I'm asking you, will they be receiving praises in overseas, in Germany and in America? Will any governor of California giving them a date to celebrate their day every 14th of June? Every 14th of June have been mapped out in America. I think California, yes, to be precise, to have their day. Is that also? So if they are what Nigeria have labeled them to be, all these things wouldn't have ever be taking place in overseas, in a foreign land. But because we are innocent of what they are accusing us of, and that is why in overseas they are celebrating us, and that is why in overseas they are giving us kudos, and that is why in overseas they give us a listening ear, and that is why in overseas they are giving us attention that we needed, and that is why in overseas they are giving us recognition, and they are giving us a welcome, warm statement. Listen and listen good. As I was saying, so far so good. Nigeria will end up and bound the head in shame. But all the activities that Sidious Musa and his men are carrying out over there are the things that has never, because what they wish the Easterners is not what they are actually seeing. I have never seen an Eastern man that live east and go to north to kill anybody, to unalive anybody, or to vandalize people's farm, or to rape anybody's sister or mother or wife, or kidnap anyone. But today, as we speak, go to east, you will see the Fulanis killing people. You will see the Fulanis kidnapping, collecting ransom and still killing them. You will see the Fulanis raping. The killing that took place in Benue, over 200 was killed and roasted. Is it the IPOB? The one in 60-something in Borno State, is it the IPOB? The one in Kwara, is it IPOB? To the point that there is a particular community in Kwara now, they are telling them to evacuate their land. Is it IPOB? The ones in Borno that ran to Cameroon for safety, is it IPOB? No, somebody should answer me. Somebody should talk to me, please. No, please, somebody should relate with me. The one that happened in Plateau State, is it IPOB? In Jigawa, is it IPOB? In Ondo, is it IPOB? No. The Boko Haram, 100 Boko Haram, which they arrested here in Lagos, is it IPOB? In Lagos here, is it IPOB? The one training on how to throw bomb that they captured here, am I the one that captured them? Glory be to God. Amoteku, they are still in existence. The one that they have arrested and surrendered to the Nigerian police, are they IPOB? Do you see any Igbo man there? That you are tagging Igbos all manner of names, spoiling their name. This is the ideology of Nigeria to end. See, do you know what? The major aim of Nigeria is to make sure that not just to tarnish the image of the Igbos, but to make sure that they end Biafra. But it was quite unfortunate. Go and listen to Ben Bruce. Go and listen to Steve Bruce, one of the lawyers in America. Ben Bruce, I think the former or maybe probably still the owner of the Silver Belt. You understand? You understand? Which is currently one of the Nigerian senators today. Go and listen to him. There is what we call military industrial complex from the axis of the east, they want to make sure that everything ended. But no, Chukwu Kitabiama is on our side. He has been faithful with us, and that is why all that the Nigeria is wishing us is not happening to us. Rather, God is giving us the winning wings, and we are flying, and we continue to fly. Our tears have reached heaven. It's like the case which I treated with my people today concerning when the Pharaoh, if you read the book of Exodus chapter 12 verse 13, he said, kill the lamb and place the blood at the lineage. When the satanic spirit agent Mr. Death visit, that he will not be able to lay hold or hand upon anybody in that apartment. Do you understand? And when Mr. Death arrived in the land of Egypt, what happened? When I see the blood, I will pass over. But when I do not see the blood, every first son, every first child, every first anything first, fruit, whether animal whatsoever, death will catch it up. And it happened because those ones are what? Are not the children of Israel. But when I see the blood, I will know that this one have a covenant. So the Biafrans have covenant with the Lord. And there is nothing in Nigeria which the Biafrans that they will succeed or that will come to pass. God, grace and mercy over and the glory overcovers us, and we continue to reign, to shine, to succeed, and to survive under that canopy of the Lord. The blood of Jesus is our covenant. Jehovah Chukwu Kitabiama is on our side. Whatsoever Nigeria plan can never come to.
We have everything to do it, and we did it.